If you had to have one unifying statement to describe what the globalists are building, what their worldview is, what their goal is, it's anti-human. It's post-human. It hates the very nature of what makes us strong, what makes us happy, what makes us healthy, what makes us thrive. But it's not just fundamentally anti-human. Oh, this system tells us in so many messages, in so many ways every day that it's the guardian of the earth, that it loves the planet, that it's going to save the whales and the birds and the bees. But when you pull back into the actual writings of the futurist, of the high priest of this system, and they tell you we are going to become gods and this earth is nothing to us and we would destroy the whole universe if that's what it took for us to ascend to godhood. Remember 4 years ago, Elon Musk famously said, beware those who talk of AI gods and beware of those who worship AI gods because they worship themselves.
When Homo sapiens became much smarter than other primates, it pushed all the other ones into small habitats. They're just in the way. You can make a swarm of assassin drones for very little money by just taking the Face ID chip that's used in cell phones and having a small explosive charge and a standard drone and have them just do a grid sweep of the building until they find the person they're looking for, ram into them and explode.
And they see humanity's destruction as the toll to the boatman Charon to take them into their Valhalla or their heaven, which is our hell. So here is the big statement, and I want it to sink in, and I want you to ponder it at a cellular level and at a spiritual gut level. Deep down, you know it's true. What we face, if you had to describe it as one word, is alien. Alien, not of this world.
That it's not some alien invasion of intelligent machines coming from Mars to invade us. It's coming from within our civilization.
Just as all the ancient texts and hieroglyphs tell us, just as the Bible tells us, just as the ancient Jewish annals tell us, that a system not of this world seeks to eradicate us and to remove us because it hates what planted us here, because we are made in the image of that and are able to build whatever we can imagine as we've now seen manifest. And so there is a race by collaborators who are working with that fallen ancient spirit, that ancient energy, that ancient consciousness, that ancient will, Satan. And he has promised his minions exactly what the Bible said he would promise them. Eternal life, knowledge of the universe, sharing with him, with it, the power of God. But first, they must take the general population's free will. They must attack children, which are the seed of the universe. And we must commit horrible crimes against the great architect's will.
If you thought the lies and deception in fake media had reached the crown heights of propaganda, think again.
So in what ways has the world gone mad?
Well, you know, when you have the chief reporter on the beat of the New York Times talking about how questioning or pursuing the question of the lab leak is racist, the world has gone mad. When you're not able to say out loud and in public that there are differences between men and women, the world has gone mad. When we're not allowed to acknowledge that rioting is rioting and it is bad, and that silence is not violence, but violence is violence, the world has gone mad. When we're not able to say that Hunter Biden's laptop is a story worth pursuing, the world has gone mad.
You say we're not allowed, we're not able.
Between...
Who's the people stopping the conversation? Who are they?
people that work at networks, frankly, like the one I'm speaking on right now.
An entirely new generation of deep fake trickery will aid the Great Reset and the United Nations Agenda 2030.
That's why today I am committing the United States to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. And as long as I am president, and well after I'm done being president, I will keep fighting for the education and housing and healthcare and jobs that reduce inequality and create opportunity here in the United States and around the world.
And we need to recognize that climate change became the main accelerator of all other factors. And as climate change is the main accelerator of all other factors, this is also the moment to clearly say that linked to the 2030 Agenda of Sustainable Development, there must be a very strong reaffirmation of our commitment to the Paris Agreement and to its implementation with an enhanced ambition.
Demonizing, confusing, and controlling the narrative over a still unsuspecting populace.
This is an example of deep fake, a word that combines the terms deep learning and fake. It's an advanced form of artificial intelligence, which can be used to manipulate faces and voices, making the process of creating fake identities and spreading false information much easier. The technology makes things that never happen appear entirely real.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
Jordan Peele created this fake video of President Obama to demonstrate how easy it is to put words in someone else's mouth. In August, researchers at Carnegie Mellon revealed software that accurately rendered not just facial features, but changing weather patterns and flowers in bloom.
Some of its most severe consequences, however, won't be felt by a country or a global leader, but by everyday women. Deepfakes are already being used to make the kind of revenge porn that was never possible before, one that doesn't exist. As long as you have a photograph of them, you can now make porn videos of pretty much anyone you want.
The second problem with deepfakes are high-tension moments that are delta-dependent on time. Let's use an example the Department of Defense already worries about.
The deception will reach a boiling point, setting the stage for the entrance of totalitarian dictators as humanity is forced under the auspice of a cashless society.
For our society, the benefits are things like less money laundering, less weapons sales, right? Less tax evasion because all of it's trackable.
Then total surveillance, a global ID, and a carbon credit slave system will bind every individual to the overlords of total technocratic control. On behalf of John Bound, this is Darren McBreen reporting.